Last month, Super released 3.0. That is a new version that broke a bit of the structure of Super websites, made them more reliable and fast, and also introduced a few features. In this video, I'm explaining the new features that were introduced in Super 3.0 that is now launched on all Super sites, and that was released last month. There was a period of beta in the beginning, and then it was launched to all sites. So these features are available. Some of them are paid, some of them are also available on the free plan, and we are overviewing them in this video. Super is a website builder for Notion, one of the most advanced one out there. And for this example, we're gonna use this page that I have, and you can see it in Notion right here. So it is a public page in Notion that I shared with the web here through the published menu, and it is then connected in Super to have a more custom domain, which can be absolutely custom if you are on the paid plan. And to style it a bit, to a certain extent, you can edit the design of a website built with Notion and Super natively. And then you also have the ability to add custom code if you are on Super paid plans. But the focus of this video is to see the new features, whereas in the past I did create a video on the basics of how to build a website with Notion and Super. And in the future, I plan to make a comprehensive video looking at the website builders out there that you can use paired with Notion, when Notion is the backend, and these website builders, such as Super and other ones out there, act as your front end that is customizable in terms of design, domains, and other features that allow you to essentially hide the fact that you are using Notion as your backend, hence white labeling your public page. For now, let's focus on the new features of Super 3.1, and these are well documented on the blog post on the Super website. And the first feature is improved page management. This means that when you are on the pages menu in Super right now, you have the ability to quickly add a page from here. You can activate the automatic sync from Notion pages that you add to your website into Super, and Super will automatically create pretty URLs for those pages that you can then customize, of course, by yourself by going into the dedicated section here. You can also manually refresh the page list, which may give you the impression of having a faster load and more control over the sync between Notion and Super. And you can also select pages, multiple pages at once, and perform specific actions on those pages in bulk. For example, if I toggle on select, here you can see I have the option to select multiple pages. And for example, I can select multiple ones like this, and then I can either move them to a specific page within the website, or I can set a password in bulk if you are on the paid plan, which this website is not on. Otherwise, of course, just like previously, you can also do actions page by page. If you click on the three dots on the page, you can set the password, you can change SEO settings, redirect the pages. You can also hide pages from the final website, which is useful because sometimes you might have pages that you don't want to display on the public-facing website, but that you need in the backend to make your website work. And the second improved feature is navigation. And in particular, there are now 3 options in the navigation menu, which is right here on the left sidebar. One is navbar, and the navbar is what's shown at the very top of your website here. You can customize it, and this was also available beforehand. It is just different in how you can access it. It is more centralized in the navigation menu. You can choose menu items, this time, the logo, and these were features already present. You can also manage the footer from here. You can select the footer style and then customize it as well. This was also available beforehand, so I'm not gonna go into it. And you then have the ability to add a sidebar menu to your website. And this takes the form of a sticky sidebar that is displayed on the left-hand side of the website. So if we enable it, you can see that a border is displayed here now on the website, and I can easily customize it with menu items where I can add item and then add a page directly from the website, external links, or a list of pages. For example, if you want to add a page, let's say I have this website where there are some highlighted blog posts linked, and I want to display on the left sidebar the most popular ones or the ones that I think are most useful for the user. So in this case, I can select multiple items or create multiple items and then link them on the sidebar menu. I'm going to add a title. I can also select an icon. And when I do add item, you can see right now that that item is right here, displayed on the left sidebar menu, which is sticky. So when I scroll, it is right there. It can't be closed and it is fixed right there. Also, when I go in dark mode, it changes color accordingly. And when I click on it, it will take me directly to the page that is included there. If I go to the mobile view, I will notice that the sidebar menu is not displayed in the website itself because mobile is smaller, so the sidebar menu would take too much space, but it is still available on the hamburger menu at the top right corner. Together with the navigation, you can then see the sidebar items down here, quickly accessible from mobile as well. Let's add a list, for example, and you can see that a list is expandable. So in here, you can then add items, also add a description and the icon as per usual. And you can see that when I expand that list, I then have the sub items directly there, just like a toggle within Notion or similar to that. And when you enable the sidebar, you can also see there can be a call to action on the sidebar directly here that can link to a page within your website or an external URL. And you can see that the call to action appears at the very bottom of the sidebar. In addition, you can also style the sidebar, add a logo to it, and you can enable or disable the search on the sidebar menu. When it comes to the style, these changes will be made on the theme, which is a common practice in Super, and that was already available previously in the previous version. And you can add the logo here as text or image. The third improved feature is the 404 page that now also keeps the navigation bar. However, this is not customizable yet, so there is no way to access it within the Super builder. It is fixed like this, and the Super team says that they are in the process of creating a fully customizable page. And finally, you can upload files, and you can also upload custom fonts to your website when you are on the paid plans. So if you look at the sidebar menu here, there is a new section for files where you can add files. This can be useful for ads file, for example, or other types of files that you need to integrate within your website. And when you go to design and then edit theme typography, you will then have the ability to add font files and upload your custom fonts so that your website can be even more aligned with the style and the brand guidelines of your specific company or personal preferences. And that is it regarding the new features and improvements within Super 3.1. You will also find in the description a link to the guide on how to update the code of your website, because there have been breaking changes to the structure of the HTML of how Super manages websites. And this is mostly to make the experience faster and the performance of websites on the web when the user is using them faster and smoother. So you can find relevant links in the description. And that's it for now. If you have questions or comments, or you want to let me know how you are currently using Notion and Super, or how you plan to use it, leave them down below in the comments. Thanks for watching for now, and see you in the next one.